to an extremely fast tutorial on how to take a long control on Dust 2. Here we go. So if you want to do a fast rush for a long and you don't want to set up a long corner smoke, this one's very quick. So you just run down from spawn, smoke out, and if you see where this tile meets this sand right here, once you hit that, you're going to shift walk and you're going to be aiming up from this door where the wires meet. It's not specific, you're just going to aim in the general area. So you have your smoke out, you look at the doors, shift walk, throw, and that should perfectly work. We will see. Yep, perfectly smokes off corner. He can peek out a little bit, and it changes a lot based on how you throw it. So it's not going to be the exact same every time, but as long as you do the same basic steps, it should work most of the time. See how that one was slightly different, but as long as you do it, as long as you practice a little bit, it should be able to work out. So that one's not perfect, the one I just did. So just practice that a little bit and you'll get it. Okay, the next one is more consistent, especially if you want to make sure you win a round, make sure you don't get picked by that op. So you're just going to come into this corner right here. You're going to look at this flap and look just slightly to the right of the flap. And then you're just going to throw, and that will 100% of the time smoke off corner perfectly. And that's a lot wider of a smoke, so they're going to have to peek really wide to kill you. Okay, so once you throw that smoke, the best way to take long control, there's a couple flashes you can do. First of all, you can have teammates flash you in for so, and that'll pop flash anyone close, or like this. Or you can throw it over, like this.
I'm throwing a flashback.
This is teammates, you'll be in long. They'll be throwing these flash grenades. Mess that one up.
Throwing a flashback.
They'll be throwing those flash grenades, which will get anyone, as you can see, long. So this one right here is great for people, for oppers, because it should get them all the time. So this is, then let's talk about rushing along. So if you're rushing along, that smoke to do is great. So do that smoke, and you can do two flashes. The first one you can do will most of the time get them, and that's a jump bind throw. So if you don't have a jump bind, you should get one. So you're just going to pull out your flash, you're going to jump bind right here, and that will flash people rushing along who are close. So if you see, it pops right at the top. So people right around here should get full blind, and that will help you get control of long. Once you've thrown that flash, you come in here and you're going to throw a flash right there. Now this one, you can do a few ways. As you see, the one I just did is going to go really high and barely blind them, but you can try to do it with a double click flash, which just messed up. A double click flash, or look slightly lower and throw it. Yeah. So just that general area, the one I just did is probably the best one. That was a double click throw. So that's the second flash that's good. Next is if you, let's say a common thing is they'll smoke off long and maybe nade it. So they'll nade in here and then all the time. So you're like, most rounds you'll wait for the nades and then set up to take it. So you can have someone still smoke off corner like always. And there's a couple flashes you can do, self flashes that should get everyone over here. So first of all, once you're inside long, you can do this flash right here, and that will perfectly blind anyone here. They won't be ready for it, and also blind anyone corner and anyone pit. That's a great flash to do, but let's say you want to go faster because it does take time to come out. If you want to go full speed, let's say you don't have much time with the bomb left, you can throw a flash off that door, and it'll achieve pretty much the same effect. So you can go off that door, check that corner, do whatever you want. That's a nice little flash. Another nice little flash for a rush, especially if you know they're probably already out long, is once you come into doors, you're going to look at this thing right here and throw your flash right against that, and that'll work perfectly. That'll come out right there and flash everyone. Even people holding an angle like this. So once you have those flashes and those, and then one more flash you can do is also a jump throw. Is you're just gonna kind of look at this area and throw a flash like that. And what that's gonna do is, especially for people pit, people like to play pit like this. People like to get an angle where they can crouch and shoot and be completely crouched. But actually with that flash right there, they're going to get fully blind while being in a position like this. So it's a really nice flash to do. Once you have long control, a great flash for taking a site is a flash like that, and that's going to bounce down right there, and you can peek with it. So if you just throw it like that, you can peek with it, and they'll be fully blind anywhere there. To counter an A long push, especially if they are throwing a lot of flashes and have good spawn, is you're just going to stand anywhere on this wall, and you're going to look at this top roof and pretty much where it meets this the bottom roof, and you're just going to throw it right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to perfectly pop flash anyone long, and it's pretty much unstoppable unless they have someone anti-flashing running out like this and then peeking when they hear one. So you're pretty much guaranteed at least 2 kills with that flash. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.